Welcome to the Weekend Live Show. 508. We run down the biggest stories of the week with you every Saturday night. 508 is where I'm from. Let us know in the comments right now. Where you repping? Is where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from.
Marshfield, New Bedford, Brockton, Malden, Tucsonville, Manchester, Hanson, Hubbardston, Quincy, Hudson, Gardner, Manhattan, Conway, New Hampshire, the Garden City, Agawam, Poison, Plymouth, Pittsburgh, Lake Kitty, Los Angeles.
Yeah, cause we're ruthless, yeah, that's some true shit. You don't wanna mess with cheddar in this cup, we left your catch in the ambulance.
You have a job? What do you do?
Leave your clothes, buddy, and then we're scooping up your pants. 508, where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from.
You lived, I'd come to your house, I'd sit outside, roast marshmallows right in your fucking yard.
NFL on the house, log that.
Let's get this party started, shall we?
What's up, Turtle Riders? How's everybody doing out there tonight? Good? Good? Excellent. Welcome to the live show, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Uncle Turtleboy. They call me around these parts. They also call me Clarence Woods Emerson and Aidan, or whatever the heck you want to call me. This is the Saturday night edition of the live show. We do this every Tuesday and Saturday night at 9 p.m. prompt. It's never actually prompt, though. As you can see, I think we were 9:12 tonight. But that's okay. We made it here in one piece. I went ahead and I shared the link to this stream on the various social media pages that we run. Please go ahead and give all of those a like for me. On Facebook, my personal account is Clarence Woods Emerson. You can also follow our group pages, Turtleboy Daily News, and the Uncle Turtleboy page as well. You can follow all those. Just give them all a like, give them all a follow, whatever, and keep up with the turtle that way. Give me 1 second. I just got to fix this. I don't like this freaking thing. I got to push this down a tiny bit. Hold on. It's going to annoy me. Okay. I think that's a little better. A little better? Okay, there we go. And then we'll do, nope, wrong way. Do there. Okay, cool. Oh, that's much better. I like that more. All right. So anyway, I went and did all that. So go ahead and share those, like them up. I'm on Twitter at Dr. Turtleboy. That's DOCTOR Turtleboy. Because if Joe Biden's a doctor, then I am definitely a doctor. I'm on Twitter at Turtleboy Phone as well. I have 2 accounts. Follow both of them for safekeeping because you never know when one is going to get suspended. Happens all the time. I'm lucky to be on that platform. Most importantly, please go ahead and follow we're trying to grow on the gram too, Instagram. We've been growing pretty decently there lately. At Turtleboy_daily_news. We're closing in on 3,000 followers on the gram. We're kind of new to the gram. On Facebook, we got about 80,000 followers. On Twitter, I don't know. Twitter's weird. I got like 13,000 on Twitter, something like that. Go ahead, do that. And make sure you're subscribing to this channel if you haven't done that. We're closing in on, I think, 20,700. So go ahead, get us to that magical mark there and hit that notification bell so that you get notified every time we go live. But spoiler alert, we're here every Tuesday and Saturday night at 9 p.m. We also do occasionally, whenever there's a Celtics game or a big sport ball event, we do like a live stream watch party kind of thing. We did it last night. Didn't go too well, but we'll be better for game 5, won't we, folks? We'll be good. Celtics will be okay. If you really like Turtleboy and want to support what we do, though, I'd highly recommend joining Turtle Club. The link is in the description of this video. Turtle Club is the way that you can support Turtleboy and get a better Turtleboy experience. You get ad-free on the website when you purchase it, as long as you're signed in. A lot of people forget to sign in, and they still get the ads. Make sure you're signed in to your situation there. You get ad-free. You get a free t-shirt. You just got to let me know which one you want, and I'll send it to you. You also get and I think I still owe a couple people some t-shirts, so feel free to remind me about that because I'm a little bit forgetful. So do that. You also get, most importantly, you get access to the Thursday night stream on the website that nobody else gets, and we have some premium content on there. Oh, we did pass it. That's great. We passed 20,700, so that's great. Okay, cool. So I think that's about it for that all. And welcome, producer Deb. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Did I forget anything there in the intro?
Did you give them the Insta address?
I did.
You did?
I did.
Turtleboy _ You did it right?
Yeah. Awesome. Turtleboy _daily_news. A lot of people think
I just saw Laura put it in the in the comments, so I was like, maybe he said it wrong or something.
Yeah, we had a really sexual night on the last night's Celtics
Last
party
night
turned
got out
into
of hand a little
sex
bit, but
fest.
it was
They
a
got a
Freaky
little,
Friday there.
they got kinky in there. So
Freaky
I'd highly
Friday.
recommend joining the sex cult. You'll have a good time. I promise you. I learned a lot about some people there that I did not know about, but that's cool because we're all grown up. So anyway, yeah. So anyway, guys, so that's that. How we like to start off every episode of Turtleboy Live is with a little thing called Where You Reppin'. So please let me know in the comments right now, where you watching the live show from tonight? Go ahead. Where you repping? Yeah, it's still up, Junk Man. We don't take it down. Cambridge is in the house. Excellent. Fitchburg, unfortunately. Cappy's Liquors, Dennisport, Norwood, Shawana, Wisconsin, Manchog, Scituate, Conway, New Hampshire, Lynn, the City of Presidents. I assume that's Quincy, Salem, Prescott, Massachusetts. Wise guy. Drake, Westerly, Rhode Island. Mapleville is in the house. Dennis is here. Excellent. Uxbridge is in the house. Epsom, New Hampshire. Whitman, Nashua, New Hampshire. Milford, Delaware. Nashua, Long Island. Mashpee, Bill Gates Boat. All right. Stonington, Connecticut. Puerto Rico. Chelsea. Canton. Uxbridge. Randolph. Harwich. Los Angeles. Ooh. Lynn. On My Waterbed. They still sell those. Laundromat. Malden, Brookfield, London, Dudley, Chelsea is in the house. We got West Quincy Crack House is in the house. The Firehouse is in the house. Dover's here. Old Orchard Beach, Maine. Cranston, Rhode Island in the shower. Ooh, nice. From Maud's Shortcut on the 12K marker. Good old Maud. What's she up to these days? Somerville's here. Excellent. Prescott is in the house. Raynham. We got another Uxbridge. Gardner, Worcester. So cool. All right. So welcome to the live show, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the deal. If you guys like Turtleboy and you want to support what we do, unfortunately, YouTube does not allow you to donate on this program like you could with other shows. Like there's a thing called Super Chat on YouTube. You can usually like a $sign and you can donate whatever amount of money you want to the host. Well, they cut that off for us because we got the wrong opinions about the climax about 9 months ago. So we built our own thing called Turtle Chat. And how this works is it's linked right at the top. And you can click on that and you can donate whatever amount of money you want. When you do that, you get to write a message. And on that message, you can write whatever you want. So you can, and I will show it on the big screen like this. So we just got a dono here from Mr. Carrot. And it says from Sean, he says, long live the turtle. $50. So thank you very much, Mr. Carrot. I appreciate that. The turtle will live long. I promise you that. But you don't have to write that. You can write whatever you want. And I'd like to see people get creative with this. It doesn't have to be 50, by the way. It could be any amount of money you want. You can let's have some fun with that if you do it. Call people out. If they're assholes, call them out. I want to turn this into like a burn book or a happy birthday book, maybe, or I don't know, like maybe your kid had a first communion. I don't know what happened. Maybe your kid transitioned, and you want to let them know that, Joey is now Josephina, and you can do that on our Turtle Chat there. So let the whole world know and you'll be good. Okay. I think I got everything right, Deb?
Yeah, you did.
All right, cool. So tonight I want to start with the story out of Gardner that we had on Monday. Can we get that lady up here? She was fun.
We can.
Let's do it. Okay, there she blues. All right. So this Gardner mother is raising money for her 13-year-old. She claims her 13-year-old is a victim of being suspended 73 times. Just wait till you get to this. So her name is Michelle Spofford, which is interesting because that is the same last name as Eric Spofford, another guy who we featured this week and several weeks ago. And you can keep going down there. Let's take a look at this lovely lady. There she blows. Okay. And she likes to just take a picture of herself in granny panties, I guess. I don't get this picture. I don't know what's happening here.
Cottage cheese, man.
Where? Where's the cottage cheese?
The size, dog.
Okay, so it looks like she got beat up like in the pussy. like or something. Like somebody beat the shit out of her thighs exclusively. Look at those. Go back up. What happened to her thigh? Like, why is is those black? Are those black
No,
and
I think
blue?
that's literally like lumps, like cottage cheesy, like cellulite, lumpy, stretch marky.
That's not. Look, that's a distinct blue. It's like a different
dude,
color.
I don't think so. Like, look on her like upper hip, like on the left, like it's like not. It's kind of like an indent. Like she was wearing pants that were too tight or something.
What would prompt this picture? Like, what are you thinking one day when you're like, you know what, I need to take a sexy picture of myself? And
and you can see a little bit of fupa there poking out. Look at the fupa's poking out like the one leg.
There is a little fupa there, but like I don't understand this. Like, okay, so if you're gonna post a picture of yourself in your underpants, wouldn't you want to pick some like sexy panties or something like this? Like you're gonna throw on the granny panties for this? What are you doing?
I guess it's technically like no, they're pretty granny panty. Like,
I don't know. I don't know my women's underpants that well. I don't know, but they just seem rather.
We have so many types. They literally have like 6 different types of underwear on the regular. Like there's thongs, boy shorts, briefs, bikinis. Like
okay, I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word. So here she is. She's got 1 million selfies on her page, which really kind of tells you everything. Those aren't granted. They are to me. Okay. So yeah. So this chick's got 1 million selfies, which tells me everything I need to know about her. But what really told me everything I need to know about her is she started one of these, DCF stole my kids GoFundMe that we've seen lying around. Yeah, one name is. Yeah, God damn it, that's a thing now. Huh? They're all going to be named Aidan. Great. And I think the problem child was named Aidan, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's just swell. Okay. So Greta Granny Panties here. She's got 5 crotch roots, including one named Aidan, which is, by the way, is spelled wrong, so it doesn't count. It's Aidan. That is the correct way to spell the name Aidan. It's not En. We don't just get to make up spelling ways. It's An. So if it's not An, you're a bootleg Aidan. Let me just put that out there right now. It's a very popular name now. It's the only Aidan in America growing up, but now everybody's naming their crotch root Aidan. So it's, I used to hate my name because I wanted to be named Mike so bad.
Right?
Everybody in the 90s was named Mike. Everybody, and so now nobody's named Mike. And now I think so I'm like, I wish nobody knew my name. People are like, what is his name? Adrian? It's like now every fucking kid in America is named Aidan. It's so gay. But anyway, yeah. So let me this GoFundMe. According to the GoFundMe, her son's she just found out that her kid spent 73 days in a nest. Let's just read it all. So it's a $2,000 GoFundMe. So here it goes. I am doing this GoFundMe for a mother whose voice needs to be heard. Her son attends the Gardner Middle School. Michelle Spofford is the mother of Aidan. Aidan has just spent 73 days in in-house suspension, to which Michelle was only just informed of, and the school states he hasn't done any work. Okay, stop right there. How the hell is your kid going to get suspended 73 days of school? That's almost half the days. And you didn't know? And you didn't know?
In-house, like, what's that mean? You can't go out to recess? Like, do you have recess in middle school? Like,
no. Oh, you guys didn't have in-house suspension? Oh, I spent a lot of time in it. No, in-house suspension blows. It's like, it wasn't that bad. It's like you sit in a room with the other bad kids for hours, and you just have to sit there and do work. And honestly, if you have a lot of work like my senior year, I got in-house a bunch, and I wanted to get it because it was
you did on purpose. You were like study hall. That's right.
Yeah, it was a great place to get some work done. If you needed just a day to just be like, okay, I need a day.
That would have been shit done. No, we didn't have that at all.
But besides that, it's you don't get first of all, middle school doesn't have recess, but you don't get to interact with other kids. You don't get to go to regular lunch like you're with the bad kids. And it is if you do get in-house, your parents are alerted of it.
Absolutely.
So there's no way. And so there's no way she didn't know about this, number one. Number two, schools aren't allowed to suspend your kids 73 days a year. That's not a thing.
Yeah, no kidding.
I don't believe this. Yeah, a lot of kids slept in in-house. I had to do in-house duty when I was a teacher at Shepherdell. That was my 1 period duty. So I would go in there during it, and the kids, they would always be sleeping. I would just wake their ass up. That was my thing. You're not sleeping in it. Do some work. And that's why they didn't like me, the kids, the bad kids. But okay, let me go on to read. So it goes, Aidan is only 13 years old. Last week she posted what was going on at the school on Facebook. The school had her son call her to take the post down. They said that everything was fine. What they didn't say was that they threatened her son. They told him they would send DCF to remove him from the home.
Nobody ever said that.
Okay, yeah, like, so picture that. Like, if you don't call, so picture the mom makes a post on Facebook, right? Calling out the middle school, like, they never told me my son was suspended, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, shit, we're really threatened by this woman's crazy Facebook post. We better tell the son, like Giannetti style at knife point, to call up the mom and be like, take this fucking post down now.
Furthermore, somebody secretly was alerted to this during the school day. They just pulled the kid out of class. They were like, you call your mom right now. Tell her to take that Facebook post off. Right now.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't think they care that much.
That Facebook page was that important. It was that daunting. It was that.
Reputation's at stake. You call her right now.
Yes, that was severely affecting the reputation of the entire school. So they had to go and jump. So they said a principal told her son that. A principal in Gardner at the Gardner Middle School, and that they would tell them, like, picture them telling the kid, like, you tell your mom to take that post down now. We're going to send in DCF there to remove them. That's not how it works.
Just say the letters DCF to your mom. She'll know. She knows.
Yeah, the fact that they're even bringing up DCF to your kid is a bad sign to begin with.
Right.
Like, they know that's involved.
They know you've been involved. Yeah, absolutely. They're not going to see that.
Okay, so first of all, this is made up. Second of all, if it did happen, right, and like, let's suppose my kid's principal told them, like, you tell your dad to take down that blog I don't like. We're going to send DCF. I'll be like, send them. Go ahead. Yeah, right? I don't care. Come on in. Would you like some iced tea? Like, can I get you a snack? Like, what are you going to find here? A clean house and, like, you know, healthy children and toys and shit. Like, what?
They're not even going to show up to your house, dude. They're so backlogged as it is. They can't keep up with the real cases. They're not going to go because some ratchet calls and goes, a mean man wrote things and he has kids. Oh no!
That's why I was
see if he's a bad father.
That's why I wasn't the least bit worried about Team Storm a few months ago. RIP Team Storm. We haven't heard from you in a while. I wasn't the least bit worried about them because they were really obsessed with, like, DCF. They were really stuck on the whole Turtleboy sent nudes of his kids thing, and we're gonna call DCF and blah blah blah. It took about 5 seconds of speaking with the police to explain that to them, but like, no, this is actually a huge lie. Like, none of this happened as they're saying it did, and they seem to genuinely believe that, like, DCF was going to come to my house. It's like, no, DCF goes to, like, real moms' houses that are, like, a problem, like, you know, in North Attleboro. Like, they go there a lot. You know, people like Amber, people like K. Peter, like, those are the moms that they go after. They don't go after people like me because we aren't junkies and we don't abuse our kids. So nice try. You failed miserably. But this woman obviously does have DCF a lot in her life. Yeah, it was like Chrissy. You know, Chrissy sending DCF to fucking people's homes just because she doesn't like who they're dating. Like, it's horrible, you know. But anyway, back to this fundraiser. It's a very serious fundraiser. I went to help Michelle by getting an attorney and a voice for her son. I'm hoping to open the door for any other parents that are also being abused, bullied, and denied services by Gardner Middle School. So what do you need an attorney for? What on earth is the attorney going to do here? I don't understand what her play is here. I don't get it. So what was Matlock?
Like, who the hell is this lady? Do you want to, like, eat her out or something? You really, like, I know it's obviously she made it herself, but nobody gives a shit about other people this much. Like, especially when it's like this kind of thing. It's not like the house burnt down. It's not like there was a big tragedy. It's literally like you're whining, basically. Like, even if this was true, you're just whining. There's no lawyer's case. There's nothing for that here.
I found that typically people who talk about lawyers the most never have lawyers. Generally, from my rule of thumb, the people who I've been sued by, it was all like, surprise, motherfucker. Here's the goddamn summons. Not once has anybody who ever threatened me with a lawyer actually gotten a lawyer after me. When lawyers do come after me, it's a surprise. So
that's the whole thing. If you're really gonna do it, you're not gonna announce it.
And it's just to me, it's such a horribly embarrassing look to threaten to like send lawyers on people, and then you don't do it, you look like such an idiot, such a chump. So yeah, I just whatever. Anyway, so back to this. Michelle is a great mother of 5 beautiful children. Oh, sure she is. She cannot fight. And by the way, they're raising $2,000. What fucking lawyer are you gonna?
Yeah, that too. Yeah, right.
What's a lawyer gonna do with $2,000? Write a couple emails. You know they bill you by the hour, right?
Ass with that. I'll see you later. Like,
I've seen some legal bills. Like you get these people. It's like I spent 8 minutes writing you a fucking email.
Oh,
that'll be $230.
Yeah, that's my hourly rate. Thank you. I charge by the hour.
They charge you by the minute. Like they do it prorated. So it's like every single minute of their time is going to be billed. They ain't doing this shit for free. 100%. She cannot fight this dire situation, but she also cannot not fight. She cannot not fight this. I want to help raise the funds with all your help, please, so a child can get an education that they want and deserve, and a mother can have a peace knowing her son is getting educated and not sitting in in-house suspension every day. Sadly, Michelle is not alone. There are many parents and single parents in Gardner who are going through similar situations. Sadly, without the means and for fear of retaliation, these parents are all silenced. I have found...
It was like the mob over there.
Yeah, we're being silenced. Yeah, of course. I found an attorney in Gardner who's going to help. There's your first problem. Who's going to help Michelle and hopefully be a voice for other parents go through the same. The money from this fundraiser is all going to the attorney. I'm hoping he can be the voice of children in Gardner need. The world is hard enough. Okay, so anyway. So now let's read Michelle's post. So that's the fundraiser. Now we're going to see Michelle's post.
What's going on?
What she has to say. Paul did not remove the post about the guy in the middle school threatening my son. I removed it after they had my son call me from the school with the principal in the background, telling him to tell me everything was fine to remove the post. Yesterday, he told me the school threatened my son that they would have DCF remove him from my home. My son has oppositional defiant disorder, but also displaying other emotional disturbances that has landed him on the wait list for neurological testing, which he is now on the top of the list after 2 years. Okay, stop right there. Oppositional defiance.
Is that a fucking thing? Is that real?
Okay, I bet you it is real.
So he's odd? ODD.
Opposition. Odd, I know.
You're just a little odd, guy.
I bet you it is like an actual thing. If I look it up, I guarantee there's some clinical diagnosis for oppositional defiance. But newsflash, it's all made up. Generally, the field of psychology I find to be kind of bullshit to begin with. A lot of this stuff, like oppositional. You mean your brat just doesn't want to listen? That's what that means. Your brat doesn't want to listen.
You never discipline your kids, so he mouths off and talks back to you and doesn't listen. That's that. And now you get mad because he won't listen.
Pat's like, it's real. Yeah, so's being an asshole. Like that's what we called it back in the day. Your kid's just a shithead. That's what he was. Your kid's an asshole.
Shit was not happening when we were kids, but you fucking dealt with it.
Yeah, your son's the crazy one. That's what your son is. Your son is the asshole. So yeah, I mean, like Giannetti's got oppositional defiance disorder. A lot of people do. Anyway, this gets you like, but when you get a diagnosis like that, then you can try to get that IEP, which makes me believe she goes on to talk about how she doesn't have an IEP, which makes me to believe he wasn't even diagnosed with this. I feel like she just diagnosed it with him because she's a shitty mom. So let me go read some more. I have asked the school for an IEP meeting, which I got twice, but was denied. So they gave you an IEP meeting, and then you had the meeting, and then you were denied the IEP, probably because he doesn't have a diagnosis.
Reasons, yeah. There's reasons.
Yeah. My son leaves the classroom, sometimes the school. Oh, okay then. He's not violent, and I'm not going too much into any detail, but he has paranoid thinking that causes him to think the school is attacking him, which causes him to escape. Like, holy mother of excuses. This is just, your kid's an asshole. He doesn't like listening. He walks out of school, and now you're making up excuses for him. Stop it.
And I'm not going too much into any detail, but he has paranoid thinking because this poor kid was subject to probably baby daddy number 12 or whatever beating the fuck out of me when he was like 1, and now he's freaked the fuck out. That's probably what that means. I'm not going to go into detail because then you'll see that it was my fault.
I think you're right. I think you're onto something, Deb. I think you got this. You got this. My son, I've asked the school for IEEs and further evaluations to help until he's diagnosed further, but I was told no. My son only feels safe with me and some select friends, but that security has been stolen after the school threatened to have him taken, that they were filing a CRA. What the hell is that? Child receiving assistance? I don't even know. And it's all his fault.
Requiring assistance.
My son is obviously suffering. I'll bet your kid's got lice. Stop it. I guarantee there's something about this kid came to school in pajamas 10 days in a row or some shit like that. Or by in-house suspension, she means absences. The kid's just truant, not showing up and shit. And he's down smoking pot at the quarry.
Here's the thing, though, Aidan. What if it's this? She said he leaves this classroom and sometimes the school. Maybe they're locking him in a room so he doesn't leave. And
yeah, maybe that's
the only way they're getting him to be able to do work. You know what I mean?
And maybe DCF is threatening to be called on you because you're a shitty mom who's neglecting your kid. How about that? I guarantee there's more to be said about that. My son is obviously suffering and deserves the help he needs from the school until mental health services can catch up. I need an educational advocate, but I can't afford what many are asking. But you can afford a lawyer. I've had to quit 2 jobs. No, you haven't. Because my son is constantly being suspended or written up every single day. Oh, right. But she's a damn good mother, she goes. This is what she goes. I'm the mother of the child being bullied, and I would like to make this statement for the people that blame my child's behavior on how he was raised. Because, people would obviously point out the fact that, it's kind of your fault. But she's just like, Actually, let's talk about that. I've seen this way too often, and it needs to be addressed. My older 2 children are in advanced placement. Bitch, no, they're not.
What?
Exactly. Who was the one that came on here and said he was just an AP?
Jamie.
Science.
Oh, yeah,
Jamie.
Sciences.
What is this, Jamie Schramm? I'm in this AP Science. Really? Which one?
I took all the AP classes. I took science.
What you got for a test score, Jamie?
That's not a class. Try again.
Shout out to Jamie. I know he's in the house right now. I'm sure he's listening. So how you doing, Shram? So he goes on to say, my older 2 children are in advanced placement. My 15-year-old is spending his summer at Fitchburg State to start getting college credits. What? Your 15-year-old's getting college credits? Stop it. My 17-year-old graduated with high honors and received a veterinary assistant certification that same time she graduated. And then she joined the military and is already a PV2. None of my children have been in trouble with the law. No smoking, drugs, or sex. My middle son happens to have a mental health issue, and they run in the family. I became a mother at 16. That explains it all. A damn good one. No. Anyone who's ever said that they're a damn good mother is not a good mother. I'll tell you that much.
That's it.
It's like I've never heard anyone in my social
circles. You're trying to convince yourself to.
Yeah, and she wrote it in all caps, so it must be true. Your shitty kid is out of control. A child's mental health does not reflect how they are raised, and it kind of does. And I am honestly sick and tired of hearing that it's because they weren't raised right. And by the way, if you look at her kid, first of all, she sells crystals, and if you just look at the kids here, look at that. Okay, so the crazy one's the one on the right. Look at that motherfucker on the left. I don't want to shit on the kid. That kid ain't healthy. Okay, and I'm not going to shit on the kid, but that kid doesn't have college credits. I'll tell you that much right now. That's just a complete lie. So anyway, all these people blindly believe her, and they're all like, "Oh my God, we need to get you help. This is so wrong for people to do this. Oh my God, this happened to me," and blah 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 blah. And people just love to rail on the public schools, which I get. I get that public schools fuck up a lot. But some complaints are more justified than others and more serious than others. And obviously this woman's bullshit complaints are being lumped in with people who probably have more legitimate complaints,
ones,
but just from working in education, I can tell you that everybody has a complaint about the schools, and a lot of them are just idiots. I dealt with a lot of stupid parents that didn't know what the hell they were talking about and thought they did. And they're just like, well, if I just write an angry email enough times and I'll be right. No, that's not how it works, but okay. So anyway, she called the cops. She said she filed a police report, which is amazing. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Somebody was like, you should call the cops. She's like, I already did. Okay.
Absolutely.
And then somebody said, one cop one guy, James Grealish, attempted to be the voice of reason. He's like, just think, your child could be stuck in the classroom with this kid who refuses to do any work, and the teachers claim he's been violent. Pay no attention to school shooters. Put this kid back in the classroom with your kids right away. And all these people like, actually, she's the best mom. But, oh, God, they just all started ripping on this poor guy. And then so Michelle says, let me read Michelle's comment here. She goes, my son has lashed out, but not directly at anyone. He lashes out because of his anxiety, which he now has. He keeps a good composer. A good composer. Was it Mozart? Mozart or Beethoven?
Join the band. He'll get over it.
He keeps a good composer handy, just in case he has to play a symphony or some shit. Considering what the teachers put him through. My son was sent to the office for walking down the hallway the wrong way, and that was after the teacher called him out in front of everyone to go back and walk again. My son tells me all the time that the teachers bully him. But this fight is not just from – oh, stop it right there with the teachers bullying. As soon as I hear that, again, I know everything I need to know about you. Normal person is like, my kid's being bullied by the teachers. What? Yeah, that's what the teachers want to do. They want to bully your 13-year-old child. That's just what they like to do for some reason, bully children. And I'm sorry, like if your kid comes home complaining about this, Mom, my teacher's bullying me, and you're like, oh, wow. I blindly believe you, crotch
Tell
fruit.
me more. Let me call
Free range crotch fruit with mental health issues and oppositional defiance disorder. I believe you for some reason. I'm not gonna ask any questions. I'm just gonna assume everything you're telling me is as is, and just
now
you know what I'm gonna do? Baby. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go on Facebook. I'm gonna go in a community Facebook group, and I'm gonna tell the world about it. And just in case anyone says I'm a bad mom, I'm gonna use all caps just to let them know I am in fact a good mother. So he goes on. My son tells me all the time they bully him. This fight is for all children with disabilities, including myself, who was kicked out of Gardner Middle School and put into the CAPS, CAPS. I don't know what CAPS is.
It's going to be like the alternative.
It's for the bad kids. It's for the fucked up
kids. Yeah, because like ours was the garage or whatever. I don't even know if that was a real place.
Garage? That's what they call it.
Dude,
that's what they call the bad kids. The garage.
They called it the garage, dude. And I was this little kid, like whatever, hillbilly from Colorado. I'm like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, there's like, oh, if you're not good at academic stuff, you go to the Voc in high school. All right, cool. But if you're really bad, then you go to the garage. The garage. Where is it? Nobody knew where it was. Somewhere in the vicinity of Mullen Station.
That's like worse than the hole.
I literally was like, is it in the garage, like the parking garage? Like, fucking really? It's somewhere around Mullen Station. I don't know. But those kids who went to the garage apparently had gotten arrested and whatever else. So
I've seen this. Catholic Alley, it says teachers do bully kids. First of all, they don't bully them. Like, what are you talking about, bully?
What do you mean? They reprimand them, or
they reprimand them?
Yeah, they give
and
them.
It sounds like she's talking about those calm down rooms that I've written about before. There's nothing wrong with those rooms. Those rooms are for crazy kids that are like out of control and are a danger to others. It's like a padded room. They just throw them in the hole for a little bit. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. Yeah, let them punch a wall or some shit. Like, they'll be good. Okay, that's not bullying. Okay, that's protecting other kids from your violent offenders. So it goes on. Because she couldn't handle large classrooms, whatever that means. So yeah, that kind of tells me everything I need to know about her. Now I have she came all over the Facebook page. She was all over the Facebook page, commenting left and right, and she had a lot more to say too. I got some more things from her. I'm going to pull up over here. Actually, let me pull them up on my end. All right. So here's another one. So she's constantly posting like shit like this. I don't care about backlash. I don't care about starting rumors, and I don't care about what anyone thinks of me and my son. A friend started a GoFundMe for a lawyer, but the harassment has caused me to ask her to remove it. The school must know I'm going without counsel because they attacked my son again. He came home crying that a sped teacher and another teacher grabbed him by the arm, cornered him, and told him to stop playing victim, which he probably did.
Oh God!
Dude, your crazy mom, is out of control and causing
the
problems.
Mom's making it 10,000 times worse for this kid, like just by being like an attention seeker and all this crap.
Yeah.
Like, and he's just in middle school. He probably hasn't even hit puberty. Like, wait for that.
Yeah, it's gonna get worse, lady. My son tried to leave. No, she goes, and cornered him and grabbed him by the arm, cornered him, and told him to stop playing victim, that he was nothing but a loser, that won't go anywhere in life, and to enjoy flipping burgers. I doubt they said that, but please note my son is still undergoing neurological testing for autism. My son tried to leave, but the man held him there by the arm. I am working overtime to raise my own money. I spent my tax return on a vacation that I posted about because she's raising money and she's like going on vacation, posting about it. Before the GoFundMe, before the school started this threatening crap, and the fact that you all spread rumors that I booked it with the GoFundMe money is disgusting, and you should be ashamed. Drama means more than a child's well-being, and I was willing to fight for all children, but I'm just going to fight for my own son now. GMS, you will not get away with this. I have 2 more kids coming. Officer Lawrence, you're a waste of time. I'm going straight to the courthouse. Oh, okay. Somehow I don't believe it.
Well, when the police let you down, you just run in the courthouse and scream till someone pays attention. That's the
Somebody
next step.
Rachel says, look up Turtleboy Daily News posted about the whole thing. Exactly. Oh, and she responded to that. She goes, you're supporting abuse by a teacher on a nonviolent student. Make sure this is a comment you want to keep once the truth comes out. Oh, sure. That's what's happening here. So this is Amanda says, my son was the one who witnessed it happen today in the gym. It's really happening to this child. And for parents to say they don't believe a child is disgusting. Oh, yes, definitely. If you don't believe your kid, you're disgusting, right? My son came home and told me everything that was said to this child. And now the teacher had put his hands on the child. I already called the principal and asked to review the cameras. Right. Okay. Sure. Your kid said that, so therefore it happened. And then this woman writes, Michelle writes again, I don't care who believes it anymore. I think this is in our comment section. People like you are the exact reason this is happening. I had Paul thoroughly listen to me, recording a victim and witness giving the exact same story immediately after the incident before he approved this. I'm going to the police and not Officer Lawrence. To all the comments, okay, shut up. People like get the screenshots before the dirty delete. Are you an adult or a fellow middle school student? I can't tell. Anyway, I found like 1 million more GoFundMes for this woman. Oh, that's wrong. That's fake. Oh, speaking of fake news. Yeah, there he goes. But I can't find him now, but basically this woman has been starting bullshit GoFundMes for quite some time. Meal trains, you name it. And she's lost her kids to DCF a whole bunch of times. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to call her because she didn't say she was going to come on the show. But the fact that I've been able to speak with her on here, let's just give her a call. See what happens.
So if she got kicked out of middle school, I wonder if she ever graduated or she just gave up.
Can you guys hear that ringing?
Nope. Nope.
Really? That's weird. Okay, I'll have to unplug my. Well, if I hear her answer, I'll do it.
Make sure you tell her live to tape thing.
Yeah. I hear it ringing, but it's in my ear, so it's probably because I'm not using this mic. All right, so she's not answering. So real quick, anybody have any comment? We calls him Mickey Mouse instead of Michelle. Right, she kind of looks
like to share the name.
Oh, right. Sorry about that. These are literally happening in our schools these days. You need to maybe get back in there and witness it for yourself. Like, what is that? Okay, so that's your take from this, Eslyn? That's your take? Is that so this ratchet, this woman who lost her kids to and this is what Turtleboy lives for. It's about using your fucking brain, people. Of course there are problems with teachers in schools. You don't think I've covered this fucking extensively? I'm like insulted that you would suggest that I have not. Nobody's covered asshole teachers better than I have. Stop it, okay? Nobody's done that better than me. So that's insulting. Stop right there. Full stop, as the kids say these days. Full stop. But it's about recognizing who's bullshit and who's not. This woman's bullshit, okay? Her son's out of control because she's a shitty teen mom, okay? The making fun of kids and disorders is very sad. Who the fuck's making fun of them? I'm making fun of the mom, okay, for being such a shitty mom. I mean, seriously, I mean, do you know this person? Is she new here? I feel like I've seen that name.
New.
Like, this is not the page for you. If you have a problem with making fun of disorders, you're not going to like Turtleboy, okay? It's a thing, okay? And I'm not going to, I don't pick on people just fun. This woman is a shitty mom. She lost her kids to the DCF ferry. She's on this goddamn page raising fraudulent GoFundMes with bullshit because she's a horrible parent. End of story, okay? Hope that clears things up. If you don't like it, if you can't handle this, you can go to Huffington Post. You might like it there. Or there's this guy, Connie. You might go to his channel. He might yell at you too, though. I don't know. It depends if you had him on a bad day or a good day. You can go on the show with this toothless guy. He'll be nice to you as long as you just don't like me. He'll like you. So you can go over there. Oh, you could join the Storm. The Storm is always an option. So what's Katie saying is a special educator who said 3 weapons pulled on her by students are repeatedly reported. The people who say all teachers bully you are exactly, Katie. You totally get it. I mean, people who haven't been in the classroom don't get what it's like dealing with parents like this. They're fucking bullshit. That woman's like retarded. Like, I'm going to be lectured about how to do my job, by Jesus fucking Christ. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say. Nobody said you can't express your opinions. But if you say stupid shit like that, I'm going to call you out for saying the stupid shit. Again, how about this? Since Michelle won't call, you can be her advocate and you can call. There's the link. You can just join us if you'd like. And you can share.
Fellow supporters too, it seems like.
She's a what?
Callahan. She's in disagreement with a lot of stuff, Eslin says.
She's disagreeing with stuff?
No, she agrees with stuff Eslin says.
Oh, okay. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, he might have said no teacher bullies a child because it's live, it's on the fly, and you don't need to take every single word exactly literally. But you know what I mean? Like, yeah, he knows some do. It's the
this idea. Is like, what world am I living in right now? You said the audience has a right to their opinion. You said it's fucking hyperbole. I mean, you've been around Kathy Callahan. I think this is a name that's been around, right?
I feel like this is I feel like her name's familiar, right?
Are you fucking new here? Like, this is not the Feelings Network, okay? You come here, and I'm like, that's a thing. Go to the Huffington Post. I've been saying it since 2015. It's a fucking joke. If your feelings are that fucking hurt about it, I don't want you here. That's fine. I don't give a fuck. You can stay if you want. I'm not kicking you out. You can say all the stupid fucking things you want on here, all right? And that's the difference between me and your other radio show hosts and your other YouTube panels. Like, I am not here to suck your dick just because you're a follower of the show. If you say stupid shit on there, I'm going to call you out on it. And I'm going to make jokes. And I'm going to tell you to go to the Huffington Post where your feelings are fucking matter, okay? That's it. That's it. If you don't like it, see ya. Anyway, on to the next one, shall we? Let's go. Can we do the Kyle Kennedy
answer,
one?
I take it.
Let's do it. No, she didn't answer.
No, I thought you were going to go into Eric now. What did you want?
What's up?
What did you want next? What?
Kyle Kennedy.
Okay. Hold, please.
Okay.
See, you're getting Donos while you're waiting.
Oh yeah, let me check that. I got it. I got one on. I got one over here from Cash App. A 7-pounder sends $10. He says, I sent you $10 for I outfished Brett today. Well, every day. Shots fired. Not that it takes that much to outfit Brett or do anything. I mean, at least you'll be able to eat the fish without drinking it through a straw. So you got that going for you. What else we got over here? We got a couple turtle chats I want to bring up here. First one is from Chasing. Says, sorry I didn't run well today. Keep outing the bad people. Oh, is that Suzanne?
Yeah, Suzanne.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Suzanne. Appreciate it. Lionel sends $20. He says, smoke dope. Not a problem. Not a problem. I can definitely do that for you, Lionel. Okay. Anyway. Oh, good. She finally left. Thank you. Finally left. I have not said anything stupid. I expressed my opinion. So the whole so much for free speech shit, that's the shit I don't like. Okay. That's the retarded. I have not said anything stupid. I thought it was stupid. Okay, so I called you out and said I'm stupid.
That's also an opinion. So
yeah, that's also an opinion. You're allowed to say your stupid opinions, and I'm allowed to stand up here and call out your stupid opinions. I don't know what is so complicated about that. As for so much for free speech, bitch, you're talking, ain't you? Are we blocking you? No, we're not. And you're like, see ya? Good. You're retarded. Go hang out with the retards. That's it. We're not doing this shit. Next. Okay, we got the blog up here?
We do.
All right, let's do it. Okay. Do I have it on mine? So let's see it then.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Okay. So boyfriend and 19-year-old aspiring singer stripper Uxbridge girlfriend arrested in Princeton with shotgun. So scroll down. So we man, so Princeton's this little rinky-dink town right next to me. Population under 4,000. Not much goes on in Princeton except for that murder of Vanessa Marcotti, which still has not been resolved. That was 6 years ago. Besides that, not much goes on in Princeton. But Route 140 goes through Princeton, and Route 140 connects you from the highway to Gardner and Fitchburg, the back way if you want to go that way. So a lot of shitheads probably cut through Princeton to go to real places. So I'm assuming a lot of drugs come through 140, etc. And there's a lot of cops on there. So I bet you the Princeton police kind of patrol that a lot. And they, on April 14th, they post this announcement. Let me read this to you. So it says, on April 14th at approximately 11 p.m., Officer Holly Doyle observed a vehicle traveling on 140 with an altered loud exhaust. Officer Doyle began following the vehicle when a black duffel bag was tossed out the vehicle. So that's kind of shady. Officer Doyle attempted to stop the vehicle, but it did not stop. One passenger exited the vehicle by Fire Station 2. So a guy just jumps out, and the vehicle continued towards Sterling. Stop sticks were used to deflate the tires. The vehicle was stopped on 190, and two suspects were taken into custody. Kyle Kennedy from Uxbridge, and they changed her last name. Did you notice that, Deb?
No, I didn't.
They changed her last name.
I wonder why.
I could have sworn it said, or is that her legal name? That's interesting.
It's probably her legal name. What is Kennedy?
They obviously didn't change it. This is a screenshot. So this is a
yeah. So Kennedy's the Facebook name, right?
This is interesting. Okay, let's read on here. Or maybe she says she's married. I don't know. Kennedy's the Facebook name.
Yeah, so she's probably just saying it. Yeah.
Alyssa Lincoln, also from Uxbridge, were arrested for various motor vehicle offenses, warrants, drug possession, so they had drugs on them, and a possession of a sawed-off shotgun. The bag recovered on Hobbs Road contained a sawed-off shotgun, ski masks, and other items. Deb, why do you think you have a bag with a sawed-off shotgun and ski masks in it? What do you think that's about?
I guess if maybe we're going to go up to New Hampshire and go ski and maybe try to shoot dinner too.
Right.
Doing that.
Or maybe they're just worried about getting
totally legitimate.
Yeah, maybe they're just worried about getting the virus. Although the ski masks have the mouth thing. So that's true.
That's the wrong kind of mask.
So yeah, obviously that is it's like a home invasion kit, if you will, right there.
100%.
And that's the kind of that's what Omar from The Wire would have. Omar Little had in his overnight bag was a shotgun and a ski mask. If you're going around robbing drug dealers, that's what you want on you at all times. So he's got that in his car. The investigation into the third passenger is ongoing. So I don't know if they found this passenger, but the other guy's just loose. He's believed to have been driven home by a Princeton resident somehow. Anyone with information. So that's wild. This dude gets out in the middle of nowhere in Princeton and he's just your homies around. And I can tell you from experience, just mostly woods in Princeton. How the fuck did you just find your buddy's home in Princeton? That's crazy. But yeah, that's true.
Just called somebody and they were like, "Oh, yo, I got the Uber tonight," and he had turned off the Uber and drove home or something.
That's true. Anyway, so if you didn't recall the name Kyle Kennedy, he's one of my favorite all-time Turtleboy ratchets. I mean, this is just instant comedy in and of itself. He's the guy who kept Aaron Hernandez's dick wet in prison. That was his job. When
he was proud of it.
After he wasn't shy about it. After Aaron Hernandez died, Aaron Hernandez killed himself, right? in April of 2017. Obviously, that was big news, and that was a crazy story unto itself. And then we find out that homeboy in there was getting a little action, and he had a prison boyfriend by the name of Kyle Kennedy emerges. So Kyle Kennedy is just the most wig-tacular kid you'll ever. He's from Uxbridge, not exactly like Gangster USA. He's from Uxbridge. It's where fucking Christina Yakimovsky sells windows and gives discount blowjobs from. Okay, and this guy, look at him with the Chicago Bulls hat. Oh, he's got it all going on, doesn't he? He's the complete. Let's look at all his pictures. He's just
stacking cheese.
Oh, stacking cheese. He was in jail for armed robbery, I believe. So and this was the best part about Kyle Kennedy. After I wrote about him, I found out some kid that was in juvie with him contacts me, and he's like, "Oh yeah, Kyle Kennedy, he goes, you're gonna think I'm making this up, Turtleboy," but he sold me his soul. Like that episode of The Simpsons.
It's so funny.
Dude, he's like, and I have the receipts. I have the contract. I had an old Game Boy, and I just wanted to have him leave me alone, and he wouldn't stop asking for the Game Boy. And so I'm like, fine, just give me your soul. So we wrote up a contract where he legally sold me his soul for a Game Boy, which is amazing. And then his attorney, Larry Army, who used to be the WAF guy, there he is. Larry Army held an amazing press conference where they were like, him and what's his name's Aaron Hernandez's baby mama. They were in like a dispute over who was going to get this like $100,000 watch was left over, and so he thought he should get it, and he was like in the will. He does this whole interview. Like Hernandez was legit like in love with it. Like this dude had receipts too. He had like all these like messages from him. And anyway, we wrote about him later in 2019. I thought he'd be back in jail by now. He filmed himself driving 160 miles on the highway. So he's obviously an idiot. And then as it turns out, we see him in Princeton years later getting arrested. So let's look at his picture now. Oh my God, dude. Go back up. You have to really value
transition or something.
Wow. That's just like he went from like he looks like a meth head now, doesn't he? Before he just looks like
I don't know, it's
unsettling. Piece of shit.
He's just not happy now. I don't know, but even before, at least before, he was smiling, he was happy, he was good.
Yeah. And when you go to Alyssa's page, Alyssa Kennedy, she goes by on Facebook. She has since deactivated. No, she messaged me on Facebook.
That's her?
Yeah, that's her. She messaged me on Facebook, and obviously I get excited when I get to see a ratchet message me. I go to the message unsent. I hate how Facebook lets them do that now. It says unsent, and so I can't.
Only if you don't like see it in time. Yeah.
So I responded, and I'm like, "Hey, what'd you unsend?" And now she has completely shut her Facebook page down. Okay, so she's gone from the internet. So let's see some more pictures here. What else we got here of them? So this is his lover. She's 19. He's 27. And I'll be honest with you. Like this chick could be like, she could work the weekend shift at Sweaty Betty's, like I said. But now with like Kyle Kennedy has made her look disgusting. Like she could be a good looking chick. Like she could be a nice.
She's got a nice
whore. Like she could be
going.
Yeah, like she could be a really nice back page hooker. Like if she wanted. She
looks pretty there too. It's like
I'm saying like guys will pay to fuck you. Like just being honest, like they would. Like you could be a porn. She could be a porn star. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. It's like, but then Kyle Kennedy he's just because he's gay. I think he's just into weird looking chicks. Okay, so he's like, no, you're too pretty. We need to make you look more like me. For some reason,
right?
And we need to just cover your fucking body in tattoos like a goddamn etch-a-sketch.
I like her outfits too.
Oh, goodness gracious! Goodness gracious!
Cover your body in tattoos. Nah, she definitely did that before she like met him. She's got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but now it says crazy shit on her tits and stuff. Like it didn't say that before, and now they write gay shit to each other like this on Facebook. Go back down
with the donkey girl.
Yeah. I love Donkey Gur Sport. Donkey Man. Okay, whatever. That sounds like gay, whatever. And blah blah blah. Keep going. They're like, you make me so happy. Okay, I love you.
Working
Keep
the
on
pole.
going.
Nice.
Yeah, keep going. I mean, she could be like guys would pay to have sex with her, no doubt about it. She could be a really good back page hooker. I'm telling you.
Oh, totally.
You'd have to wear like 4 rubbers at the same time.
That's always like a given.
I would
There's always
recommend it.
some level of separation between you somehow.
Yeah. The graduation photo is the best when we get to that. And then he turned her into this. Like, dude,
I like
you
clothes,
you can't fap to that. Like, no. This you could. The below one you could. Like, if you were just stuck with this. But no, you had to let this guy turn you into a fucking goth queen. Like, yeah, like you could be a porn star. Like, you got that look to you.
She could even be a regular person.
And then he turns her into this. Well, she's never going to be a regular person. Like, come on. That shit, like, come on. You're going to jail with that. Like, what? You got to be kidding me. Okay.
She's been to jail, I think. She's got like
She's only 19.
Tears on her eyes.
Yeah.
The tattoos, tears things. It's supposed to mean murder people.
So spoiler alert. We find out later after this blog is written. I published a blog today. And my mind was blown, and it all made sense because you go through some of their family photos, and Kyle's in them. I'm like, they allowed this kid to come around to be like part of the family and shit. Well, as it turns out, Kyle is part of the family. Kyle's her stepbrother. They're fucking step siblings. The dad married the mom. So his dad owns a construction company, apparently. Kyle Kennedy comes from money, believe it or not. That's probably why Aaron Hernandez wanted to fuck him, because he needed somebody with commissary.
Oh, absolutely. That was a sugar's son situation or something.
So his dad marries this chick's mom, Alyssa, and that's where the Lincoln probably comes from. And so this is like this would be like if Greg fucked Marsha. Like that's so people, I mean, I don't think that's incest, but I missed that episode of the Brady Bunch where Peter got a Hummer from Jan. I missed that one where Cindy was licking Bobby's balls. I missed that one. So
yeah, it's not like 100% theoretically incest, but and I mean it all depends on when the parents got together too. Like how long were you raised together from a young age? That's weird. Then that's basically incest,
Why is their last name? I don't think it is. I think it's the way that the Princeton police listed it. I think she's just one of these, like, I'm in love and I'm going to call my last name Kennedy. Like, that's fucking weird. Also, keep in mind. So,
no, she could have, also, though, she could have, like, maybe the mom got married, right, to the dad, took the last name Kennedy, but she probably has her baby daddy's last name. Like whoever was her dad's.
Lincoln, the Lincoln guy.
Yeah, so it's not, and if her dad's still in her life or whatever, like this, then the other one couldn't have necessarily given her Kennedy his last name.
Does Bogalicious know what they're talking about? Is this real that they're actually trying to procreate? Because that would be, I hope not. I mean, he's turned her into him. And so think about this. So they've known each other for years. Like these two have been married for years, their parents. So he's watched her grow up. When he was 18, she was 10. Okay. Yeah. And which means that's like the definition of grooming, because he started openly banging her when he turned 18. He's probably, let's be honest, he was probably hooking up with her before that. And keep in mind, he spent from 2015 to 2019 in jail. So that's all. And she was, I mean, those years she was probably, I guess, 12 to 16. So her formative years there. This guy was in jail. He gets out. She's like, oh, you know who I want to bang? My felon stepbrother. He seems nice. I should do that. And so she starts banging him. Next thing you know, she's robbing people with him, obviously, or else she in the car. She's looking like that, blah, blah, blah. And if you were the kid's mother, if that was your daughter, I would be like, no, you're staying. Like, first of all, you look like a whore. You're not going to come around me dressed like that ever. That's not happening. You're not banging your felon stepbrother. No, that's not happening either. And let's play the music video. So the mom is posting the goddamn Alyssa's first music video. Okay. Mothers, if that's like your concern is like posting your kid's fucking music video. Oh,
is it going to be like a coconut ear catcher?
Wait, what's this? does Bogalicious know something? Because he seems to be in the know. He told her he was waiting for this.
Bogalicious should call maybe.
Can we play the tape? Can we play this video? Because this video is just too good.
This isn't a video, right? Isn't that like a?
No, keep going. The video should be there.
Down.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, this one.
Yeah, play it. Yeah, there we go. Check this out. This is bad. Warning. This is not. Blow it up. There we go.
Cry baby on the track. I've been sleeping at everyone's house. I've been trapping till my money ran out. Not really knowing where I'm ever gonna stay. But I know I gotta run and make this play. Like Doug said, hard times don't last. You gotta be strong if you live in this fast life. I'm hoping I can put this in the past. Cause I know like this I'm never gonna last. Doing drugs like they going that style. I've been living this life for a while. So I cry, tears in the eyes. Knowing that I lied, and they gotta apologize.
Oh my God.
This is the thing. Everyone thinks they can be stars nowadays because of auto-tune and stuff.
I know this new girl.
I know. Does anyone sing?
Knowing that's a fact. Yeah, I know I gotta leave. I miss a fresh white tee on me. So God, please get rid of this me. Get rid of this me.
So
it's the same 5 shots over and over, isn't it?
This is obviously her house in Uxbridge where they live. It's a very nice house. You can tell, freshly manicured lawn, as they pointed out. And, you know, you've invested in the auto tune or whatever and like production and like your whole fucking video.
Invested in that auto tune app that costs $3.99 without ads.
Yeah, that's so true. I don't know. Like, whatever. You made a fucking video and you obviously invested time in this. And you shot the whole fucking thing on your front lawn. Like that's it. And so you can't, does anybody sing anymore? At least with the Hampton Beach rapper we had a couple weeks, at least he's made a fucking song, you know, and he rapped, he did something. This is like, and like, no matter what the voice you put into there, if you use the auto-tune, it's coming out like that. And this song sucks. Like, I'm not just saying that either. This is the most depressing, horrible shit. This is supposed to be like a serious.
Well, that's why she calls herself Crybaby Baby, because her thing is depressing fucking shit.
What's depressing about it? Look where you live. You had a nice upbringing in Uxbridge, and you're fucking your stepbrother. That's your choice. Play a little more. Play a little more.
Color enhancement on too, I think. I like that lawn. Is that green? She looks a little orange.
Going 95, that's 395. Yeah, my review got a picture in my eye. I fucked around and I got caught with this fight. If I keep going like this, I'ma die.
What? What'd you say?
Is that, she goes, I was fucking around. I got fucking around with this guy. And she makes a gun thing. And she's talking about, it sounds like this is like one of those, like, yo, I'm turning around my life. Bitch,
yeah, I don't know what she, I don't know. I have to go back a little.
You don't live in the project. I mean, anyway, go ahead, play a little more.
I knew this old girl, she could compare to a fiend. Now this new girl, she'll tell you that girl isn't mean. I scream, please get rid of this me. Get rid of this me. Get rid of this me. Get rid of this me.
Oh, spread eagle on the Escalade at the end of it. Oh, yeah.
What is with the blowing smoke out constantly? It's not as cool as you think it is.
No. Well,
wow.
You know, your role model.
Look at me walk and blow smoke. Look at me sit.
All right. So that's enough of that. God.
I mean, at least she did something, like, I guess.
No, she did nothing. So let's go back.
I was trying. You know, I was trying to.
Oh man.
Maybe it appeals to somebody. I mean.
That is just goddamn awful. I mean, where's her defenders? I really would have liked to talk to her. So, anyway, keep going down here. Let's look at some more.
Hold on one sec. Yeah.
What's the matter?
Just hold on a second.
Okay. Oh, we lose Deb. She okay? I'll bring it up on my end then.
Sorry, no, I'm here. No.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I asked a question and I was like, what?
Oh, gotcha. So the mom's the one that posted this. So should we call the mom? Because the dad, I'm calling her. Oh no, can we see the graduation photo? The graduation photo is just to die for. Like, what is going on?
Hey,
that's the dad, by the way. That's not Kyle's dad. That's her dad.
Her real dad. Okay.
Who was like, my daughter's turning her life around and making music. Oh, okay.
So that's the real dad. Okay, so yeah. Isn't that kind of like insulting to your real dad then? If he's still in your life and he's talking to you clearly, and then you're like putting like the other dad's name on your Facebook, like that's kind of like it seems insulting to me.
Yeah. If Bogalicious wants to come, you don't have to use your Bogalicious. I guess knows this chick. You don't have to use your camera or your name. You can just come up here and talk if you like. You just click on that link and that's how it's done.
But no porn bombs.
No porn bombs. That's. I feel like we're safe. I don't think they seem legit. Anyway, find the graduation photo. Keep going.
There it is.
There,
oh my god!
What? Keep going. Like, dude.
Really? Were the caps and gowns really pink though too? Where the hell did you graduate from that they were pink? No way. There's no way.
Like, where'd you graduate from? Fucking stripper school? Like, right? What the fuck is?
It's not. It's like silk. It's made out of silk. She obviously got.
And mom is posing with her. Like, no, sorry, mom, you're shitty too. Okay.
She ordered this like on her own because it's silk. It's all made out of silk. The tassels all the same color. Like every school has at least 2 colors. Come on.
I'm gonna try calling her. What the hell's her name again? Deborah, right? Deborah.
Why is everyone's shitty named Deb?
Sorry, Deb. Sorry, my bad. Deborah Russo Kennedy. I'm gonna try calling her real quick. She said, so I messaged her about this, and I put this in the blog that I published today. I go, do you want to come on the Turtleboy live show? She said, no, thanks. I go, can I ask you, do you approve of your daughter dating your criminal stepson? She goes, no, I do not. What do you think? I have no further comment. But it's like, you then why are you allowing her in your house to date him? That would be my first question. So let me give her a call.
Can't hear it ringing either, so.
Yeah, I'm bringing him.
Oh, that static's back.
Did
you say something?
No.
Okay. Well, she got a friend. Well, if they don't answer, she got a friend in the comments defending.
She got a friend in the comments defending her. Who's the friend?
Madison Mercurio, it looks like.
Okay, Madison. Since she's not coming up and we don't know where Alyssa's at, we would love to have you up here to kind of say your piece. I'm going to give you the link. And I would encourage you to click that link and join us and share your side of the story. Maybe is there something positive about Alyssa that we should know? Like, why? I'm just curious. How do you start dating your stepbrother? I'd like to know more about that. What does she find so attractive about her stepbrother? Is it the tattoos? Is it his experimentation with homosexuality? Is it the fact that she, sucked Aaron Hernandez? He sucks Aaron Hernandez's dick, and you'd vicariously get to do that. Is that why you feel special? I don't know. I'm generally Madison with the Y, as we found out. Yes, of course, it's Madison with the Y.
Know what else could have happened, Aidan, though? Honestly, like, he was in jail when she was like coming of age, really. So she wasn't really around like during that transitional period for her to be like, no, I don't look at my brother that way, type thing, like you normally would. It's like he was gone, and like just a person, like a figure. Then he was gone, and he came back, and it was like she probably didn't even like see him that way, You
know what this is? This is just trashy people with money. That's all this is at the end of the day. God bless them, and I call these people like construction whores. They're just they you know, one of them, like, you can make, like, trashy people in this country can make money. That's why it's a great country.
We see that all the time.
It happens all the time. Like, trashy fucking people, if they can find a good trade, if they can just be good at construction, like open a fucking business. Madison, you look just like her, dear. I'm not joining your show. Read my comments. No, I'm not reading your comments. I'm live right now. I'm running a show. It sounds like you're scared, Madison, with the Y. I don't blame you. I'm guessing that, you know, your father probably doesn't love you either, and that's okay. We're still here for you. But you're probably, if you are friends with somebody like this, you're probably not that much different from her. I'm gonna guess. It's okay. You got to come to terms with it eventually. Maybe you fuck your step sibling too. I don't know. Don't you think that's a little weird, Madison? Seriously, like, okay, since Madison's too chicken shit to come up here, I will once again put the link in the comments. Maybe exactly like Blurred Lines. Like, you can make good money doing this, and just trashy, and you could be trashy, you know, and still do it. And as we've seen, a lot of people like this can. This is just trashy people with money. That's all this is. But I would like to hear you. Could you explain to me how, like, why you think it's okay to fuck your stepbrother? She got her GED.
So she special ordered it for herself, the gown, so they could take a pic. Well, I can see that in a way, you know. I mean, you don't really get the typical graduation picture, but you still accomplished something in your.
Like, there you go. I mean, she doesn't have a bad body. Like, if she just didn't treat herself like a human Etch-a-Sketch.
Yeah, like, that's what I mean. Like, I feel bad. I do. I feel like bad for her, kind of like.
Like, you can be some rich guy's slam pig. Like, that could be your future. You could do well for yourself. You don't have to bang your criminal stepbrother. What are you doing? You know.
Like, yeah, you're not like.
Girl, yeah, you could be, you know, hooking up with some guy who owns an excavating company and can get you, you know, you can take you to the lake every summer, Lake George. Like, you could be the hottest fucking trashy broad on a motorcycle at Lake George. That could be your future. But instead, you were Kyle Kennedy. I don't get that. I'm really.
She does
curious.
have for the OnlyFans. Laura pointed out, or the TikTok.
Oh, yeah. Can we get?
I think there was 11 people. Like, when I looked.
Yeah, can we get? I think we have the link to that, right? Do I?
Yeah, Laura said it would work. Yeah, you must have it.
I found it. Okay, Instagram. Let me pull it over here. So of course she has an OnlyFans. That's just like a given these days. Like, obviously she has an OnlyFans. Here she is. It's called Crybaby. I think that was the name of the song.
Oh, look at this. This is why she wanted me to like read your comments. That's why.
She's sober now, so she wasn't.
Oh, you were that ugly girl in the back, and I'm the ugly girl in the back, Aiden.
Yeah. Well, you're a talentless raccoon. She's sober now.
What you think? You have
good job. Well, first of all, I highly doubt. Can we bring that comment back up? I'm reading that. All right. These lyrics are her explaining how she's trying to stay clean. Yeah, that'll last a couple of days. Maybe if you and that ugly girl in the back who won't show her face would shit up. You're the one that won't even come up here, Madison, with a Y. And so it still doesn't explain, Madison. Why is she fucking her stepbrother? Okay? Riddle me that, crybaby. Why is she fucking her stepbrother? And how is she cleaning her life up if she was just arrested with a shotgun, ski masks, drugs, and Kyle Kennedy in the car on a high-speed chase that ended with stop sticks? Riddle me that, huh? Can you do that for me? Tell me how she's turning her life around if that's her fucking life. Please explain that to me, Madison. Can you do that? Did your parents really name you Madison with the Y? I don't know why they would, you know, subject you to a future of being, you know, an OnlyFans stripper or hooker, whatever, because that's basically all you can do. If you're predestined to end up working the day shift at Sweaty Betty's, if your parents name you Madison with a Y. That's just an undeniable fact. Someone hid her in chat. Guys, we should not be fucking hiding people like that. If Mads are doing,
No, I'm not about spam. Don't hide anybody. It's fine. Like, it's so she's spamming.
Yeah, I'm not about to say shit because you're a massage therapist and you called her a whore. But why would I talk to you? You're literally go. So you would talk to me because, well, first of all, I'm not a massage therapist, and I called her a whore. Was whore the word I used? But, you know, I called her a whore because she presents herself as one. Like that's how she has she sells herself on OnlyFans. Like this is
it's called calling it like you see, is it?
Would you rather me pronounce it like a hua, or like Ralphie did? She's a hua. She's a hua, and that's obviously how she wants to be known as, a hua. She sells herself online. You can buy subscriptions to her nudity and Cash App her, and blah blah blah. And if you go on her goddamn Insta here, this is still up. Let's bring it up over here. So yeah, here she's like every picture. What is this? They're eating each other's.
She thinks you look
feet?
like a fat cyst. What?
Scared of a man who looks a cyst.
A fat cyst, Aidan.
It's not even original.
This is real original. I'm impressed.
Is there such thing as a skinny cyst?
I don't know. Maybe after you drain the shit out of it.
So again, Madison, you still haven't addressed the question here. Why is she fucking her stepbrother? Don't you think that's a little weird? Please, can you explain that one to me? Showing her skin isn't an invitation for you to talk. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Why do you think women do stuff like that? So men can just be like, well, I have no comment on that. I have no comment on that, on those titties and that fucking the tattoos all over her fucking ass, and says, come here. You won't do it. 500 points if you shoot it right here. Well, of course we're going to fucking comment on that. Of course we are. And she is a stripper. Oh, see, I was right.
Yeah.
Is she really a stripper?
She's making the money. There she goes.
Yeah. She's a model. She's beautiful. She's not bad looking, and she's a human being. But you still haven't answered the question. Why is she fucking her stepbrother? Okay, that's it. So why is she fucking her stepbrother? That's all I want to know. Anyway, so there they are eating each other's feet. That's good. Okay.
That's so gross.
I feel that.
Goodness. I mean, that's actually, he's being nice and kissing it, but still.
And like every picture they take is her bending over. Like why is that your thing? I mean, obviously you're a whore.
Really good, like in that outfit. She really does. She's really pretty. Like,
yeah, it's you'd have to use 100 rubbers to even consider tossing it in there. Obviously. I mean, she banged Kyle Kennedy. That's all I need to know. I'm sure him and Aaron Hernandez did not use contraceptives in cell block D. Okay. Like everyone, like what? Look at the pants on this one. The ripped pants are just on her asshole. I've never seen that before. I've seen a lot of ripped jeans. I've never seen them ripped just on the ass.
It's the millennial assless chaps.
That's a real.
I don't understand.
And there's this motherfucker just banging
the cat's
this dude.
like, what the fuck?
Oh my god, that's her fucking stepbrother. My donkey sex queen. Oh, is this him? Oh, that's Kyle Kennedy's, but his account is private. Oh, look at these trash bags. Oh, every fucking picture with these. This is why you can't let fucking trashy people get money. This is what they do with it. Anyway, so that's my thoughts on that. If she would like to come up here and defend why Marsha Brady is, ghetto Marsha Brady is fucking hood rat Peter Brady, please come up. And it actually would be more like Cindy and Greg, because Cindy was the youngest one in curls, and Greg's a grown ass man. Why is Greg fucking Cindy?
Greg loves them pigtails, man.
Yeah, and also Greg likes it in the ass. He took it in the ass for a few years, but now he's straight again. No, from Greg. Greg sold. Oh, you missed the episode where Greg went to prison for selling meth. Yeah, you missed that one. And then he met a serial killer in prison, and he became his dick cushion for about 4 years there.
And Alice transitioned to Alec, right?
Yes, of course, cool. Alexander. But yes,
awesome.
Okay, so that's about enough of that one. So what?
I'm tired of that one.
Can we go back to that Bridgewater story that we did the other day? I want to hear about the school responding to this bullshit.
Oh, the drunken one, yeah.
Yes, that one.
Give me a second. I didn't even pop that one up, actually, so give me a second, because I thought you just forgot we talked about it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about Spofford, the other Spofford.
Any donuts?
Oh, yeah, let me check. Let me check the turtle chat. Okay, no new ones, but that's okay. If you guys like the program and you want to support what we do, guys, there is a link at the top of this stream. It's pinned. Is it still pinned to the top? Do we still have it up there? Yeah, it's called Turtle Chat. You can click on that. You can donate whatever amount of money you want, and I will get a notification about it in my email, and you get to write a message on it. And so when I get the email, I get the message, and I will pull it up there and show it on the big screen. So you can give a shout out to anyone you want. You can call anyone out. People have some fun with it. Any dollar amount goes up there, it goes up there. Okay.
Or you can cash out $sign Uncle
or cash out $sign Uncle Turtleboy. And Madison, so where is she tonight? I mean, how come why won't she come on? I wanted to promote her new album. I was really looking forward to that. Oh, we got another one on here? Oh, Kid the Lame. Yeah, but has Madison answered that yet? Why is she fucking her? Like, what do you think of your friend fucking her step brother? Like, that's all I want to know. Can you answer that for me? But anyway, let's talk about this one. So, oh God, this fucking story. They're gonna get away with this. So that we covered earlier in the week the Bridgewater Raynham superintendent, given a drunken speech, and he was drunk. Okay, let's be very honest. He was drunk at the graduation, and so did the goddamn chairman of the school committee. Yeah. So can we play some of the clips? Not the whole thing. Just play the clips that I put in this blog.
Friends, dignitaries, and of course, all of the wonderful members of the
you can blow it up.
2022 graduating class of Bridgewater Raynham.
What? One more time.
That one's the worst. It's like,
friends, dignitaries.
Stop it, Lauren. Stop it.
Of course, all of the wonderful members of the 2022 graduating class of Bridgewater Raynham.
No. Okay, next clip. That is amazing.
In intellectual comments to every discussion, Trevor will be attending Brown University this fall. We wish him the best with all of his academic and future endeavors. We are very
varies. Next, yeah. Next, what else we got?
Hannah was a member of the Non-National Society.
What? He was wasted. Stop it.
Non-Shinonimal Society.
How about this one?
College in the fall, majoring in biology.
Biology. The audio delays did that though.
Was a world-renowned theorist and physicist, and needless to say, Al was wicked smart.
Needless
to say. Oh, what else we got? We got any more?
Yeah, we got one more. The martyr one. Or a couple.
He martyred.
This 100-year plus quote has never been more true or relevant. Many modern day life is hard issues.
Oh my God.
Agents who will bridge the grade divide that currently exists.
Oh my goodness. And then now she goes up and she speaks too. We play some of her clips.
Oh yeah.
For achieving one of life's most important milestones. Tonight, as you stand on the threshold, adulthood well prepared.
Oh my God. Is this okay? Was this the second blog? I wanted the second blog.
Oh.
Because we did this one on Tuesday.
No, this is the second one. Because you talked about the live show, isn't it?
No, I talked about the live show in the first one too.
Did you? Like, you didn't reference that we talked about it, though.
Okay. Okay, go ahead. Just please play it. I mean, you would have seen.
I learned in kindergarten by Roger Fulgham. Share what you have, or more importantly,
Okay. What else we got here? What's this one?
As it did when you were 5. But the underlying concept still remains.
Oh, there we go.
On your journey, take every opportunity that comes your
opportunity. What? Okay.
The post at 2:49 a.m.
Yeah, so this is not the one. Go back. We need the other. I got it. I'll bring it up. I got it. Hold on.
Right.
So yeah, they send out the goddamn. Here it is, the email from the school. Let me read this to you if you haven't read this gem yet. And I told you this was going to happen. I'm like, he's got 2 options at this point. If you're the superintendent, you can either say you can go the I'm an alcoholic route, and that which way you can say it's a disease and it's not your fault, and people will feel bad for you. But that won't really work that well because the other one was drunk too. So, like, did you guys pregame? Like, what? So you can't just be like, I'm an alcoholic, but you haven't been drunk at anything else. And
like,
the other one was drunk too.
Let's do it.
Yeah, like what? So you guys are both just taking shots under the bleachers before the fucking thing. And we had a girl come up on the program, and she said she graduated that day. She's like, I shook hands with him. She's like, yep, absolutely. I smelt it all over him. So there's like, we have eyewitnesses telling us this shit. And so anyway, it goes, let's see. So let me read this email that gets sent out to them. And I'm like, I go, if they even say it's an audio thing, I'm going to lose my goddamn mind. And that's what they fucking said. So he says, good afternoon. On Friday, the Bridgewater Raynham graduation happened. At the ceremony, we had numerous speakers. During the ceremony, school and district administration became aware of an audio malfunction that occurred during the salutatorian school committee chair and my speeches. During these speeches, the person speaking could hear themselves on a delay, which resulted in the speech givers becoming disoriented as to where they were in the speeches, causing them to misspeak words. Okay, so this is such an obvious lie for several reasons. First of all, hearing yourself speak, like, so why did it only happen in that time frame? Why did it so all of the other people and the whole feedback thing, the audio feedback thing that he's talking about, that only occurs when you're wearing earpieces. Okay. So if I was talking right now and I could hear myself, which I can't, okay, because I don't have the show on, like if I was playing the show on my computer at the same time, that would be like whatever, you could hear that. Right. If it was going my earpieces. They weren't wearing earpieces. They were just speaking at a microphone. So the sound of the words that were coming out of their mouths were being amplified on speakers around the stadium simultaneous to the time they're saying it. So it's not like they're saying it and then, it's coming in 4 seconds later and it's like fucking them up. That's what would cause that. The delay, the audio delay, that's not happening here. Secondly, why didn't it happen to everyone else? Everyone else had the same exact setup you did. You were speaking into a microphone and there's surround sound audio all across the stadium. That makes no sense. And they're hoping with this obviously bullshit lie that boomers out there will just be like, oh, I don't know how any of this works. It sounds legit. And so his reasoning, he came up with a couple examples. He sat down with the cronies and was like, okay, how can we cover this one up? Well, let's Bridgewater TV, help me cover this one up. So he's like, we have these, they were monitoring that evening. They've confirmed that is one of those problems that happens in real time and can affect your speech. Okay. In a way that resembles
having a stroke. No, it doesn't. Come on.
That is not a person having a stroke. That's a person who's shit-faced.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's not how it would affect you. If it was a real delay, you would be like, sorry, I lost my
Yeah,
spot. You
exactly.
You forget a word or slur into another word or trail off in the middle of a sentence. Fucking that had no hallmarks of like losing your place.
You would be able to pronounce Raynham. You could say Raynham and not uranium. That's what you said. Fucking uranium. I mean, there's a million things there where you just
would have
lost
gotten out
syllables.
National Honor Society instead of whatever the fuck that was.
Instead of whatever that was.
Yeah, that's how
Oh yeah, the audio delay did that. Oh my god.
I didn't see no mouth drooping guy. Like it doesn't emanate. Like look like someone having a stroke.
You're supposed to be a role model, and you're teaching kids that lying paid. That's all you're doing. You're teaching kids that like lying pays. The kids all know you lied. They could smell it all.
I'm actually kind of curious. You used to have the whole video, right? Did you happen to listen to the salutatorian speech? Because they're saying it happened during that one.
Yes, I did, and we're going to listen to it momentarily.
Yes.
So they also referenced these other incidents, the University of Michigan incident and Rob Manfred. So I went and I found these incidents, and I'm going to play this one right here. So this is the University of Michigan's. I'm going to change my audio real quick. Okay, so this is the University of Michigan against Nebraska in 2013. The school president sounded drunk, and they blamed this on audio. So I'm going to play this. Can you guys hear that?
What this would be all about today. I thank you so much. And one of the things that makes me so proud is the tradition of Michigan, the great coaches that we have at Michigan, the great athletic director that we have at Michigan. And there are two phrases that I think about all the time. The team.
What do you think? Is she drunk there, Deb?
She sounds fucked up on something to me.
Yeah, she sounds drunk to me.
And they really fucking was like, that was audio? No, she is either high as a kite or she is tossed.
So this is the one they reference, right? So this is and I go and I read it, and it just says, so how was she cleared? She was cleared by the Michigan spokesman, Rick Fitzgerald, who said, quote, she absolutely had not been drinking alcohol. That's it.
Okay, so she was
she was cleared because
underscore as strong as possible. Okay, so she's
the PR guy who's paid to fucking protect the school's image is like, no, she was sober. Oh, well, that's
no, he didn't say that, Aidan. He didn't say she was sober. He said she was absolutely not drinking alcohol. Okay.
Oh, okay.
She banged like 4 Xannies right there. That's what happened. Sorry, but you didn't tell me to say that. Classic misdirection.
Listen to Rob Manfred here.
Well, it's a bittersweet night for us. We're glad to be done. I do think it's a great accomplishment for our players to get the season completed. But obviously, we're concerned when any of our players test positive. We learned during the game that Justin was a positive. He was immediately isolated to prevent spread.
Commissioner, thank you very much.
You guys think he was drunk there?
He was a little slurry. Either that or
I mean, that might actually be a feedback thing.
That might have been a feedback thing. It was like a one-time thing. He could be tired too. He looks wicked tired with his eyes. He could have been tired. Like,
notice the earpieces. Notice the fucking earpieces that he has in.
Yeah.
Like that would be the cause of that. This guy didn't have the fucking earpieces. So obviously that is completely bullshit. So let me play the salutatorian's speech here. Which, by the way, look how happy and jovial he is handing out. Everyone is like, dude, he was too friendly during this shit. So this is, I'm going to show you right after. This is right after his speech. Listen to the principal here and then the salutatorian.
I would like to take a moment to recognize the members of the class of 2022 who are bound for military training after graduation. Only 1% of this nation serves in the military. Yet 99% reap the benefits of that service. Their dedication to serve has brought pride and honor to us all. Will the following seniors please stand as I call your names, and please remain standing. Aaron Paceray, United States Air Force National Guard. John Coyle, United States Army.
So have you heard her fuck up one step?
No, she's crystal clear.
Perfectly. That's normal. That's how a normal adult sounds at a
Absolutely.
goddamn graduation. Now let's play the salutatorian. Let's see if the salutatorian stumbles at all.
What has shaped us? We went from the annoying freshmen to burnt out seniors. Despite the numerous times we heard the phrase unprecedented times, we still managed to make the most of our high school experience. There are so many opportunities that lie ahead of us, and it's up to us to take advantage of them to achieve our own version of success. As we leave the school, there are memories that will always stay with us. We will remember the carrots scattered throughout the hallway, the bathrooms that were always closed, the sticky floors, and the freshmen harassing the deco workers. But more importantly, we will remember the friendships made.
Okay, stop. I've heard enough. Like,
guided us, and guidance counselors.
we gave her like a minute and a half there. No fuck ups. No fuck ups.
Like, yeah, that's it.
They literally think you're retarded. Like, that's what I don't understand is like why more people living in these towns aren't.
If I was her, I would have been like this, that they said that they included me in their shit trying to cover up them. Like, oh, it happened to a kid too, so it wasn't just us. Like, no, it didn't though.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm this kid's mom, I'm gonna be like, dude, don't leave my fucking kid's name.
Don't blame my second in the class kid of like fucking audio issues when she didn't.
Like, my kid was fine. Like, my kid was fine. My kid did not fuck up. The principal did not fuck up. So they're literally treating you, the townsfolk, like you're retarded. Like that's the most insulting thing about this is they think you're so stupid that you're just gonna be like, oh yeah, that's not. That's the most insulting part about this to me is that not only did they came drunk, they lied to you about it afterwards, and then they treated you like you were stupid. Because if you listen to that, clearly there are no audio problems there. So that's
like,
just
these idiots will just believe it. It's fine. Screw them.
Because they had to bring the kid into it now to connect. Because how do you explain this?
Exactly. Because then you might connect the two of them too quickly. And even still, bringing the kid into it though still makes me annoyed because and if she did stumble, that's fine. She's a kid. Yeah. She's speaking publicly in front of tons of people on an important day in her life. She has the right to be nervous. She might stumble and fuck up. You two are adults. You've been this route many times.
God bless you.
And the principal didn't stumble.
Preach, girl. Preach. You're goddamn right about that.
Poor kid, like that's a big thing. And like you're just grouping her in with these two assholes who couldn't like wait till after to get drunk.
Exactly. So let me just end with this story here. So I covered this, I think, last week or 2 weeks ago. I fucking hate Eric Spofford like the plague. I hate him. I hate him. He's such a cocky, useless piece of shit. If you guys don't know who Eric Spofford is, he's this multi-millionaire who owned Granite Recovery Homes. There's these places throughout New Hampshire that help people detox off of heroin because that's big business now. And they charge insurance companies because heroin is a disease now. You don't choose to do it. It's a disease. They will pay for you to go to these places, and it's extremely expensive. And so he just bilks insurance companies, including Medicaid and stuff like that, for people to come and sleep in his beds. And afterwards, NHPR New Hampshire Public Radio wrote a series of articles, or one big article, in which over 50 people were interviewed and alleged that this guy is a serial sexual harasser, Eric Spofford. He's a juice head, obviously, who multiple women have come forward and said, this dude, I went there. I was a junkie at the time. I got clean. And the second I stepped out the door, boom, dick pic. Boom. And you're intimidated because the guy, and one woman relapsed after that. She's like, I was so intimidated by him. I did fucking heroin, basically.
I don't
and it's like, and obviously it's true because his baby mama he met through there. Like, he literally knocked a woman up. It was a fucking former Maxim model too, by the way. Knocked her up. And this is what he does. Like, you should not, there should be a no fucking the customers policy if you're into this. There should also be a thing where the guy owns a fucking $21 million mansion in Miami. He owns a private jet and a yacht, which he shows throughout his Instagram. That's all he talks about is how his wealth and I'm killing it. And let me coach you up about how to be a good businessman. Bitch, you're not a businessman. You fucking are a junkie who made money off of other junkies. You're fucking nobody. You're trash. This is another example of trash making money in this country. God bless this country. Anyone can make money. You can literally be a trashy, junky piece of shit and be like, oh, I can sell this. This is a story I can sell. And so can my homies too. And this story continues this week because the NHPR reporter had a goddamn brick thrown through her window. Check this out.
I'm so glad I saw that when I did.
Boom. I know. Throws her right through the window. Some fucking guy. Now, that's not a coincidence. And they went and they wrote just the beginning on her fucking house. And this guy right here is named Eric LaBarge. And he's kind of his right-hand man. He's a recovering junkie himself. And Eric LaBarge, another meathead, juicehead, who's been to jail fucking so many times for kicking the shit out of people. He's just a meathead, asshole, junkie piece of shit. That's all he's ever going to be. You can go to all the rehab you want. At the end of the day, that's all you fucking are.
That silly little cup.
Which one?
The little cup.
The cup one. Oh, yeah. And anyway, this dude, the other day, Eric Spofford posts a picture of them at the gym, of course. And it just says, dues paid. That's interesting. Dues paid. Well, anyway, this guy also, of course, owns a bunch of recovery sober homes. There's his pet junkies there. And, of course, he knows Governor Sununu. And LaBarge was arrested in 2010 for stabbing a man 7 times in a motel room, which he falsely blamed on an unnamed drug addict. So there he is with that. He remained out of jail somehow. And in 2012, he gets arrested for beating the shit out of his girlfriend on the highway and then ending in a standoff at his neighbor's house. Okay? He's a violent maggot. That's what this guy is. And here he is, like, you know, this is in 2013. Oh, nightlife, blah, blah, blah. So he gives this interview with some channel called Exit Team Nashua. It's like the official channel for junkies everywhere, I think, in New Hampshire. And he talks about his situation here. Let me play this.
The following program
can you guys hear this?
By an independent producer, solely responsible
you can't
for
hear
its content.
Right.
The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff.
That's funny. One of my best friends has the same story. Where'd you end up doing your time?
So I did my time. I went to Concord, and then I ended up going to Laconia.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, they had a drug program called what the hell was the name of that?
Oh, that was the name of it.
Up in Laconia. Was
right.
it so like in county?
Summer House. It was called Summer House. It was an extensive program. It was originally, I think, a 14-month program.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically for offenders that went into the prison, and it was trying to break you of your criminal, habits.
Actually, I found it. It's like the 3-minute mark.
Coke addict. Never used an IV. Mostly smoking. And,
you can't turn it up any higher.
Starting and doing whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can.
And, I got into a fight when I was younger. And
oh yeah, okay. Go back to where you wanted us to hear then. At 3-minute mark then.
2 to 7. It was the first sentence I got. It was a 3.5 to 7.
And how old were you?
19.
This is the way this guy talks. Like, so, like, oh, dude, I'm clean now, though. I was spent a lot of my time in prison. I'm wicked fucking gruff, though. But I'm clean now. I'm totally a good guy now. I'm totally straight and narrow now. Now, junkies pay me to live in their fucking house. I don't fuck none of them though. You know, I'm a fucking tough guy. At the 8:30 mark, he talks about how his life has been stolen from him. Like, bitch, you did all this. You know, you did all this. Anyway, Spofford has an interesting video he puts up on Instagram this week in which he basically threatens his employees not to gossip about him.
Listen, I am forgiving. I am compassionate. I am loving. If you gossip in my business, I will fire your ass. In my personal take on it is we will have a conversation and then you will be terminated. And that is it. I consider gossipers to be the scourge of the earth. I think they are lower than low. If you put your goddamn shoes on in the morning and roll into my business and then gossip, you are spreading toxic negativity and attacking what I am working so
I hate this guy so much, and I
Well,
just
we're not
want to
gonna grift. Shut up.
I just want to push this out there, dude. Spofford, you're dodging me, bro. You're blocking all my pages. You love attention, right? You love putting your story out there. You love threatening people, suing me. How come you're not doing it with me? Because you're afraid of me. Because you're a little fucking scared little bitch. Because I'm the guy with all your wealth. That doesn't mean fucking shit to me. You know, I'll expose you. You know that I'm the guy who knows exactly who you are. And this NHPI reporter, she scares the shit out of you too. Doesn't she, homeboy? She makes you piss your fucking juice head pants off. That's why you're paying junkies to throw bricks through windows. I mean, does anybody think this guy's not involved in this? I talked to the police about this, and they're just like, obviously. I mean, what a stupid criminal.
And they have they have the perfect setup too, because they go to Spofford's fucking places to get clean, and the other guy owns sober houses, which is where they send you off to when you get out of the rehab. They like find a sober house for you, like a halfway house, to like go live in while they're trying to like help you get into real life and shit. So here I'll push him right out the door into your life. Yeah, so he gets all the like cast off basically. So they have some sort of working relationship. There's no way this guy didn't do it.
No way. Now people, my sources tell me that Spofford would never do this himself. He would never be dumb enough to be like,
no, he's not retarded.
He's not going to be the guy to go to the junkie and be like, throw a brick through a window, here's $100. He ain't going to be that guy. But he is posting this video here in which he's threatening people with his lawyers. And again, Spofford, please sue me. You scared little bitch. You're scared of me, Eric Spofford. You're scared. Why are you hiding from me?
Yo, it is a fucking crazy world out there. My personal attorney, general counsel to Spofford Enterprises, new to the team, street fighting attorney.
Street fighting.
Wild. More on that later.
Like a
but
yeah,
YouTube videos out. Legit. Crazy weekend with the boys.
With the boys, yeah. So anyway, Manchester police post this thing on, I think, Monday or something like that, or Tuesday. Man arrested in connection with violence assault. A Hollis man has been charged with first-degree assault after May 31st. And so the brick throwing incident took place, I want to say May 26th. So here's we need to understand the timeline here. On May, I think 7th or 17th, a guy by the name of Piers Kaniyuka, who is a former who was mentioned in the NHPR article and had negative things to say about Spofford. That guy writes a letter to NHPR saying, I take back, I didn't think that these things would be posted, that I said, I wish I could take it back, blah, blah, blah. NHPR, I mean, when you read his letter, which Spofford posted on Facebook as a sign of like his innocence, it reads like a North Korean confession letter. Like it's like, dude,
it's like watching an episode of 24 and they got like a knife to the neck, right in it.
Right. And so like obviously he felt coerced into doing this because Spofford threatened him to sue him. Spofford's threatening everybody after this article came out. Anybody associated with it. So obviously he threatened to sue or go after Piers, and he's like, how about if I just write this letter instead? So he writes the letter to NHPR, and Spofford thinks that, oh, now they'll take the article down, but they won't, obviously, because they interpret that letter the same way I do, as a fucking coerced confession of bullshit. And so, yeah. So Spofford, when they don't take it down, what happens a couple days later? The brick goes through the window. I mean, this guy is so stupid at like making it. He couldn't make it less obvious that he's involved in this, you know? And you can sue me all you want, homeboy. Let's do some discovery. Please, 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 let's do it. Please sue me, Eric Spofford. Please. You won't. You won't. I would love to go with your fucking bulldog attorney. I eat people like him for fucking lunch. Go watch my depositions. Watch what I do to attorneys in fucking court. I am the deformation grandmaster. Okay? You cannot beat me in this game. I beg you. Please, please, please sue me. You won't. Anyway, I digress. So this happens, and then on May 31st, I got tipped off that this LaBarge guy, who was probably the link between Spofford and the junkie. That, like, this guy he's kind of his thug. Like, he hasn't changed, and he owes a lot of favors to Eric Spofford because Eric Spofford's the one that got him in the grift of this whole recovery home bullshit. Like, that's how they all make money. And kind of showed him the ropes, and that's what he does. So he owes him a lot of favors. So he's kind of like, he's got this trained puppy dog that will do shit for him. And this motherfucker gets arrested on May 31st. Police responded to when officers arrived. They located a 48-year-old man suffering from multiple injuries to various parts of his body. The victims told police he had gone to a parking lot off of Chestnut Street to meet a man he knew, and once he got there, the man assaulted him. Surveillance video from a nearby camera showed the suspect was repeatedly kicking the victim, lifting him up, and throwing him head first into the pavement. That's like a mafia-style beating. A warrant was issued for his arrest, and he's on $5,000 bail. So he's real reformed. And so this guy goes and he posts this whole goddamn thing on Facebook. Let me read this to you. Oh, my God. Yeah, speaking of gossip. I've been in recovery since 2015, and I made it my purpose to help others on this. I work hard to help people reach their recovery goals and experience what life is like on the other side of their addictions. Some days go better than others. Last week was a tough one. Someone I originally knew from my time in prison and have been helping for many years fell off track. But despite my best efforts to help him, he relapsed. He was filled with rage and anger, and he focused it on me. Despite repeatedly threatening to take my life and harm my family, I still showed up to help him in his time of need because he asked me to. That's what people in recovery do. When I found out where he was staying, though, it was clear he had been using drugs and he was not stable. I was there to help, but ended up having to defend myself from someone trying to, as he told me, repeatedly take my life. Yesterday, I turned myself into the Manchester Police Department. The police officers were cordial and respectful. I processed through quickly and was released on bail. While I regret that I'm in this situation, okay. So this is obvious. Like, Deb, riddle me this. So he wants us to believe that, like, this junkie who's threatening to kill him, he's like, okay, crazy junkie, threatening to kill my family for some reason. I'll just meet you in a dark alley somewhere. Like, if you're the recovery coach, don't they meet at Starbucks or something? Like, I've never been in recovery.
Little,
Don't you go to Dunkin's or some shit and grab a coffee? Look, let me meet you in this dark alley back here where there's no one's around. Yeah, let's go there. That's where I want to meet you and just talk things over. And and so in self-defense, he repeatedly picked him up and smashed him into the cement repeatedly.
Well, isn't that what you should do? Isn't that the response? That's not adequate. Like, I mean, maybe we're the wrong ones here. I think.
Yeah, you want to defend yourself? That's how you defend yourself?
That's how I do. That's what I do all the time.
Oh, my God.
That's my first step.
So anyway, I would bet you anything. And this guy, by the way, that they're looking for looks just like that guy. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, the tall and skinny and like, yeah.
Listen to what he says at the 14-minute mark about the mafia.
Make sure it's turned up.
Yeah, I will.
And
Yeah.
I was doing some organized crime stuff, and I don't know what happened. Like, eventually, I went into my parole officer, and great guy.
Oh yeah.
He was the sworn enemy, but he was a great guy, and he gave me a break. And I went in. I'll never forget it.
So he says he's he's working in the mafia. That sounds like a mafia style tactic.
Straight organized crime. So he was in some sort of gang. Absolutely.
So I'm just going to go out and throw out the obvious thing that law enforcement, I'm sure, has thought of. That I'm going to go out and guess. This is my hypothesis. That Piers writes that letter. It doesn't go as planned. They don't take with the hopes. Eric got him to write that letter, forced him to.
Or Eric wrote it himself, forged a signature.
Piers actually wrote that, and so he got him to write the letter in the hopes that NHPR would then take the article down. NHPR does not take the article down, so he goes to step 2, plan B, that is call up Eric LaBarge, get him to get one of his 5 million junkies to do it that owes a favor to him, so he pays him to do it, and then. Now the heat is on, and I bet you that junkie called him up and was like, what? I want more money or some shit like that. I bet she's just like, I really need a fix. Why shouldn't I go to the cops? If you don't, do that, I'll go to the cops if you don't do this. And he's like, okay, meet me here at this time. And he probably just like, motherfucker, say my fucking name. It's not brain surgery to figure out what happened here. This person's so stupid and arrogant that of course they did it. I mean, is that theory far-fetched?
No, doesn't sound like to me.
So it's like, and again, they write dues paid. Like,
something
that fucking day. Oh, so Eric LaBarge
exactly. That was the day we took the gym picture with serious faces and randomly hashtagged it that. Oh, okay.
And then you have all these idiots on here. He's actually a good dude and has been on a good path for a while helping addicts. Oh, sure he has, you fucking idiots. I'd love to get some of these people on here, but, whatever.
Too many people just, I don't get the whole, like, when you're, I don't know. I don't post on Facebook because, like, half the time I have to convince myself my opinion is worth even anyone hearing it, I'm like, I don't want to say something retarded and have someone come out or stupid, whatever. Sorry, no offense to anyone retarded.
None taken.
But I don't want to put anything up that I feel like is going to get ripped apart. So I'm really careful, like when I post something usually, like, does this write? Is it accurate? Does it sound okay? Like before I even bother. And like, do I care that much? Like, to get into it with somebody. And these people just go on there all day and they're like offer unsolicited. They didn't think about it at all. They didn't bother. They just throw it down. And they don't care. It's weird to me. Like I couldn't imagine not caring, like whether or not I sound like an absolute ignorant, like uneducated dummy,
Yeah. So anyway, I think that like with this whole thing, it's just like I feel like it's only a matter of time until the cops are gonna find out who did this. They're taking this seriously. You can't throw bricks through journalists' windows, especially when they work for NPR.
Plus the people up in New Hampshire, remember? They threw it through her parents' house too, and like the workplace.
Yeah, they're gonna catch the guy who did this. They're gonna catch him, and when they do, he's gonna talk, and then he's gonna lead you to LaBarge, and LaBarge is gonna be looking at 20 years in jail with those priors, and he's gonna be like, "Well, I paid my dues, so why do I have to do 20 more years for this month?" They're gonna go down, and I can't wait to see it. So anyway, we got Dono here. I want to bring up. It says from the real Nancy Pelosi. $25 says, I'm a model, I'm a CNA of the healthcare industry. Unk, your white girl who only God can judge, who loves Newport Lights and extra cream, extra sugar, iced coffee voice was on point tonight. Had me dying. Deb, your laugh is contagious. Keep up the good work. You are not an untalented raccoon. Well, that's kind of, that's the thing is like we embrace and obviously you're quite talented, Deb. Don't let them. And we like, the whole sex goblin thing. Like I just embrace that. Like that is what
I don't care. Do you see me crying about it?
There's this ratchet who lost 2 of her kids. We call her Krusty Panties. She said that I was a sex goblin or something. I'm running a sex cult. So instead of like, whatever, like I don't even ignore it. I embrace it. And you were called a talentless raccoon by somebody who has no teeth, no job, no car, no license, nothing. And so we, instead of crying about it, you just embraced it. So it's like, that's the history of that. So we appreciate that. So, all right. Anybody have any questions they want to ask? We'll do a little Ask Turtleboy to end the evening. It's been a good program, guys.
We didn't even touch upon the rover.
The which one?
The rover.
Oh, we didn't even talk about the dog fucker. We've had a lot on the table tonight.
We did. We had a lot. We went through a lot too.
Yep.
But there was somebody I saw in the comments, Robin, who wanted to come on. Who said she had interesting information regarding DCF moms and Facebook domestic terrorist groups and stuff.
That sounds pretty vague.
Right? I don't know. I was skimming through and reading as well.
Yeah. All right. Anybody have Let's see. Nobody cares what his math bounce. He's busy arguing with kids half his age online. Yeah, it's pretty sad. I mean, when you think about it, poor guy is in his, like, what is he, 52 years old? He's a couple years away from dying, and his rivals are like Jamie Schramm, who's like 25. Like, you know, nobody his own age at all. Obviously, it's just it's pathetic. You know. What's it say? Brett's all effing talk. If Funk hit him in the chest just once, oh, of course. I mean, I could obviously kick the shit out of him. The judge agreed with me. That's why the judge did not grant the order, because they're like, obviously this like guy who's on death's door and is going to die any minute now and can't fucking breathe, like, and has no car. Obviously he's not a threat to you, which was kind of the whole point of me getting that hearing, was just to have it on official record that like a court of law will never consider this person a threat. Besides all your talking and all your bravado and all your promotion of yourself, this is what an actual judge thinks of you, that you're so fucking harmless that she wouldn't even bother with a simple TRO. They hand those things out like nothing. But you, sir, are so harmless that is what you are. So I proved my point, didn't I? Even when I lose, I win. Suck on that. And exactly. I mean, like, dude, come on. I mean, I'm in good shape. Like, I would kick the fucking shit out of him.
I think you look like a fat fucking cyst, personally. So.
I do look like a fat cyst. Dude, like, come on. Stop it. Stop it.
Trying to, like, voice text fascist or something? I don't even know.
Oh, he's small. Yeah. Oh, really? Okay. That's cool. Yeah. Well, you can't. I can also breathe and move. So there's that. All right. Brett. Oh, stop. Brett, the meth man heart. Stop it. Where's my auditor? I'm not really auditing. That's a joke, man. Nobody gives a fuck about you. I'm not going to wound socket. All right, Eslin, we're cool now. I probably don't be offended by my sentence.
Yeah, she was cool. She's cool. We're not offended. Don't worry. We're glad you stuck around.
I'm not offended. Yeah, I just yell at people sometimes.
She stuck around. She stuck it out. So I give her credit for that. Sorry.
Oh no. Yeah, that was rough. Are you going to have a meetup Thursday? Yes, we need to really do something for that. I need to find a place, though. But we need to do something for that. I agree. But it's got to be in Central Mass. That's the only thing. Okay, so then fucking... Well, I mean, you're bringing up... So send me an email like everybody else does. And what? I'm going to bring you on the show right now. We're going to start from scratch with your story. Like, no, do it the way we do it. Okay. Your trajectory is going upwards. Leave the devil. Exactly. And why do you think I haven't hired anyone since then? Like, you know, like I just have Deb's pressing the buttons backstage. It's not like she has the keys to the kingdom, if you will. Like I gave Krusty Panties way too much control. Like that was my big thing. Like I trusted these people way too much. Like these Christina Yakimaskis of the world, like crazy fucking people. And never again. Never again. No,
Laura and I come at you from the inside. Just make it us. You're going down, TV.
I mean, what else is there to show at this point? I mean, come on. Everybody's seen me at my worst at this point. Who cares? Nobody cares.
Oh, Susan did some research.
Oh, you think Madison was Alyssa herself? Her name is on no platform. Ooh, that's very interesting.
Look at Susan. Look at you.
That would
good
be
stuff tonight.
Yes, absolutely. Would you ever do a collab? Is Waraq still a thing? I didn't know Waraq was. I didn't know Waraq was still a thing. Okay.
Why wouldn't it be? It's still aspiring, right? Like, they want to know what the date was on that picture that said dues paid.
I believe it was like the same. It was right around the same time as the brick throw. It was after the brick throwing incident. That's all you need to know. Okay, but it was right around the same time. Yeah, there's another McCarthy. There's another. I could do a whole thing on sober housing people, you know, everywhere. Like it's a huge racket, the sober housing thing.
Oh yeah, and it sucks because like this guy, they have the perfect setup. Like, oh yeah, I'll usher these people into your sober house. You know they're gonna relapse because drugs will appear in the sober houses somehow. Like the relapse rate already is high. Sober houses are probably one of the worst places to go. You know, it's like a step up from a trap house, maybe.
Can we get a Waraq Giannetti on together for a rap? I would take Giannetti any day of the week over them. At least Giannetti does freestyle a little bit. Like he just repeats the same things over and over again. Dude, Waraq goes off their cell phones. That's gay. It's gay. You know, Amanda, nobody cares about you, fat Amanda. Just you're not relevant. Nobody watches your fucking YouTube channel. Nobody cares if you've made any comments about me or threats towards me. I wouldn't know because not only do I not watch it, but nobody I know watches it. Nobody tells me anything. Like nobody fucking cares about anything you're saying. You did go to the cops though, right? You went to the cops, so maybe that'll work out for you. Maybe I'm sure the Woonsocket police are very, very interested in that. Very interested. In my show, Turtleboy said mean things about me. Oh, it's okay. You did. Okay, so she is young. All right.
Madison Vanity. That's not really.
Her middle name is
Vanity.
Vanity.
Your middle name? No way.
Oh, for
no
fuck's sake.
Fucking way.
Hey guys, by the way, 184 people here right now. We have 100. We only have 86 thumbs up. Can we get that up right now? We got to get the thumbs up. We got to get the likes. It's good for the algos, guys.
But guys, listen up, okay?
Give us a thumbs up.
Computer, you can scroll down and you can hit the thumbs up while still having the chat open. If you're on your phone now, listen up close.
No, we love you.
X out of the live chat. Then the thumbs up comes up. You got to hit that. Then
hit that
live
thumbs
chat again, and it brings up the chat, and you're all set. I know it's confusing.
What do people watch this? What do people? I mean, people watch the live show on their phones.
A lot of people. I think a lot of people do. Like,
isn't that annoying?
It is annoying, like to a point. Yeah.
Wouldn't you rather just? I mean, I think a lot of people watch on TV. Like a lot of people just put it on the TV.
A lot of people do what I do and cast it to their TV.
Yeah. What do you guys do? Where do you guys watch the live show? Do you guys watch it on your phone? Do you watch it on the computer? Do you watch it on the TV? Where do you watch it from? I'm just generally curious where people watch it from. So yeah, give us a thumbs up. And afterwards, please leave a comment in the comments. I heard that helps the algos as well.
Madison turned 20 in April. Oh, she's a wealth of knowledge.
Yes, obviously there's a lot going for her. Let's see. Oh, everybody's gone. TV, let's see. iPad, TV, computer, always my phone. Easier to text. Is it though? Because you have to go back and forth. On the toilet. That's a different TMI, Lauren. Okay. Laptop. Both watch on TV. Okay. All right, cool. I'm just curious generally where people are watching this from. So, all right. Anybody else have any questions before we call it a night? It's been a good show. It's been a long show. Oh, look at that. 106 thumbs up, just like that.
Nice. You guys all listen. Good job.
Excellent. All right.
So go to the Instagram too. Remember.
Yes. If you're on the gram, I know a lot of you people are on the gram. Turtleboy _daily _news. My Twitter at Dr. Turtleboy, DOCTOR Turtleboy, and Facebook. Like them all. Follow us on everything. All right.
And at Turtleboy Phone too on Twitter.
Yes, and subscribe. Join Turtle Club, please. Join Turtle. You'll love it. We'll have a great time. Deb's a member. We all have a good time.
It's live, uncensored, raw.
Oh,
hardcore.
It's raw. It's raw. Abs or bolts? Abs, obviously. I'm team abs all the way. Whoever comes out of I'm rooting for Colorado. Absolutely. Celtics Golden State. Dude, the Celtics are gonna win. Cause there's no other reason why. The Celtics are the balls. Okie dokie. All right. We're gonna call it a night, guys. No Collins. I know it's sad, but it is what it is.
A lot of people talking trash, but no.
Yeah, a lot of people talking trash. Ain't no one calling in. It's so sad when that. And I'm an open forum. Anyone can come up on here. They'll all, it's like
not quite panel.
I don't bite, motherfucker. All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining me, and we will see you all on Monday night. Yeah, I'm sure we'll do a live watch on Monday. Huge game on Monday, and then we'll have the live show on Tuesday. All right. Peace, Turtle Riders.
Have a good night, everyone.